Welcome back to Fuel. Today we'll be focused on element number 2 in RevJen's framework, which is revenue strategy. So revenue strategy is the next thing you do once you've analyzed where your money comes from today and you've decided where you want your money to come from in the future. And it's actually the process of how you get to your future state. So your revenue strategy answers the big questions about the people, the processes, and the systems needed to execute on your revenue model. Now, it's not the full tactical action plan. It's not 87 different things, but it's the senior level decisions about what it will take to get you there. We like to say that a really good revenue strategy is AC/DC. The A stands for aligned. It is aligned with your other strategic initiatives inside of your organization. It's also comprehensive. It includes all of your revenue, all the dollars coming through the door. 3, it's defined. It includes the key processes, the systems, and the people, the resources that you need for successful execution. And last, it has to be communicated. We prefer a written down plan that everyone in your organization can get aligned around, because if it's just in the minds of your senior team, it's really easy for everyone to not understand where you're going. Those are the characteristics of a good revenue strategy. Now, sometimes we get asked, tell us, what does it look like when you've got a good revenue strategy? Well, the answer is it depends. But if you have answered the really big questions about the people, the processes, and the systems, then you've got a good revenue strategy. So what if you don't have a revenue strategy yet? Well, that's okay. Many organizations don't have that, and we are going to help you work through your revenue strategy. So here are the 4 steps in RevJen's revenue strategy process. The first thing you do is individual SWOTs. You take your senior team and you all do a SWOT analysis of your revenue. So that's your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. You then pull that team together, and using your individual work, you do a combined SWOT analysis for your organization's revenue. And you get the top 3 to 5 different things for strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats for your revenue. Step 3 then, you're going to, out of all of those different pieces, select your top 3 revenue priorities. And last, you'll take those top 3 priorities and you will pull them through a breakthrough model process, which helps for you to get your senior team aligned around what you're doing and where you're going. That's the heart of revenue strategy. Now, we'd like to take just a few minutes and tell you a quick story about an organization that we worked with a number of years ago on their revenue strategy. So this organization had a budget of around $800,000. They were in a unique position. They had been incubated inside of a foundation, and that foundation accounted for almost 90% of their revenue. The foundation itself experienced some changes and had some shifts, and unfortunately had to come back to the nonprofit and notify them that that revenue, that funding, would go away in the next 24 months. So the nonprofit came to us and wanted to work with us on a fee-for-service program because they believed they were already offering schools something they'd be willing to pay for. Now, this was right in the middle of the economic downturn in 2008 and 2009. So this organization's revenue SWOT analysis helped them to determine that while schools really wanted their service, the school budgets were pinched more than ever because of property value declines, so the timing just wasn't right to launch this new service. But the process also uncovered a core strength. They were delivering a wonderful volunteer experience, and they saw in this a really large opportunity to leverage the experience into corporate team building and to sell that. Now, this new product was a huge success, and ultimately, eventually, they were also able to add the fee-for-service to the schools when the timing was right. Now, we share this to say that sometimes the SWOT reveals roadblocks, and sometimes the SWOT saves you some headaches. At the end of it, it might give you some opportunities that you simply hadn't considered before. So as you do this work, we encourage you to ask the what-if questions, and particularly to challenge your assumptions. That is RevJen's revenue strategy process.